In this training, we're going to go over how to create an email list and automated email sequence. So this is going to be a tutorial training video. So what I want you to do is just kind of watch over my shoulders as I set everything up. And what I would challenge you to do is just watch this entire training, then stop, go and implement, take action, go set everything up yourself. And if you need to, you could just kind of go back and watch bits and pieces of this training, and then stop the video, go and create your email list. Watch as I show how to do the autoresponder, and then so on and so forth. So that's what I want to challenge you to do. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create and set everything up. It's very simple, very easy to do. All you have to do is just follow along. So once you complete the sign up process with GetResponse, you're going to come to a page like this, and this is going to kind of be your dashboard. Now, depending on when you're watching this training, this may look different, but from the start of this video, GetResponse actually recently completely revamped and updated their entire dashboard. So it looks completely different now than it used to. But when you watch this video, I mean, it could look different, but the premise and the idea is the same. So as you can see, there's a lot of different options. First thing you could do is if you ever want to come back to this page, you just hit the little GetResponse logo, and it's going to take you back to this page. You can click on the menu, and you have all kinds of really cool stuff. You got email marketing, autoresponders, automation. You can even shoot webinars with GetResponse. Personally, I would use ClickFunnels because you can actually shoot and record webinars through ClickFunnels, and they have a lot more features. But I'm just kind of giving you like a heads up. Then you could do landing pages. I do not suggest doing that because it's very basic and it doesn't have near the features that ClickFunnels does. So I would skip past that. Forms and surveys, all kinds of really cool stuff. Integrations, files and images. You can look at your different email list, at reports. Reports are great because you want to see out of all of the emails that you're sending out, you know, what your open rates are, you know, what your conversions are, what your click-through rates are. You can go over here to create, click on that. You can create a newsletter, autoresponder, create a form, and then you have your help desk here. Then you have your little settings icon here. Now, I might have some stuff blurred out over here, and that's just because this is my personal account, and I just, you know, I don't want to reveal, you know, all the different email lists that I have. I just kind of, you know, obviously I want to kind of keep some stuff private. But for the purpose of this training, what I want to do is first show you how to create an email list. That's the very first step you need to do, and that is creating an email list. Before you can create an email list, you have to create a form. Now, don't ask me why, because I honestly don't know why, but GetResponse requires that you have a form on file. And I think what that does is the coding on the back end is to have a form on file is when you're creating your emails is for the name, the phone number, and the email addresses to be collected properly. I think that's why they're doing that. So you click on create and then click on create form. You're going to come to this page. It does not matter whatsoever which one you choose. Nobody is going to see this because the form this is what I was telling you why not to use the landing page software through GetResponse, because this is just, it's junky and it's not great. It's nowhere near what ClickFunnels does. But for the purpose of this, you just need to just click one. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see it. Whenever somebody goes through your landing page, it's going to be on ClickFunnels, and all the information is going to be collected through ClickFunnels. So this is going to be a very simple process. All you do is you want a name, email address, and phone number. That's all you need. So what we're going to do is there's a name and email field already here. We're going to go over here to phone. We're going to drag it over here. And this is going to be a little difficult, but you just kind of have to play around with it and maybe bring it down. And this is the reason why ClickFunnels is so much better. But let's do name, and then we're going to do phone number, email, and then really we want phone number to be on the bottom like this. All right. So it's very simple, very easy to use. And if you want to, you can change this up, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. But you just have to have a form on file. What you're going to do is just click on Save and Publish, and that way you're done with it. So let me go ahead and get out of this. Now what I want to do is show you how to create an email list. So for to kind of show you what I'm talking about, I'm going to go over here to a sales funnel that I created, that something that I'm promoting personally. It's it's kind of an affiliate program that I created. I'm going to kind of give you an example of what it looks like. It's a really cool looking sales funnel. I call it the secret affiliate machine revealed, and it's basically a training on earning a passive income, and it's a pretty cool funnel. But in order for this to work properly, I need to create an email marketing sequence for when people enter their email address and click submit and move forward. They're going to be getting some emails on a daily basis for about 5 days. Well, I need to set that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I would set that up. Okay. So we're going to, now I have the funnel already created, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to go over here to, let's see here. We're actually going to click on list. And then what I'm going to do is hover over here and click on create list. So we need to create a list name. So I'm just going to put email and then underscore list underscore example. And you have to do it this way because this is kind of going to be the URL, kind of like up here. So you have to keep it all in one word. And your contacts will see this, so make sure that it kind of looks professional. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on create. All right. Now, once you do that, you see it's right here. What we're going to do is click on, let's see here. Actually, that's all you need to do. So that's your email list. It's that simple. So what it is when people are coming through your sales funnel, they need to be added to an email list. And that's what this is. It's an email list. So now what we need to do is create a autoresponder. Okay. Now, the previous trainings, I went over what an autoresponder is, but basically it's just an email sequence that's going to be automatically sent out. Click on create autoresponder. Okay. So I call this secret affiliate machine. So what I'm going to do is go over here on the autoresponder name, and I'm going to call it secret affiliate machine. That's what I'm going to call it. This is just for my reference. No one else is going to see it. Now, your very first email actually needs to go out immediately, so it's going to be 0, okay? And what I'm going to do is right here where it says in list, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this little down arrow, and it's going to show all of your email list. And I'm probably going to have some of this blurred out, but what you're going to do is you're going to select the email list that you just created, and I'm going to do that. See, it says email list example. Send message immediately. Okay, so that's email 1. If this was email 2, you would put on day 1, and then it's going to be the same time they signed up 24 hours later. If this was email 3, it would be email 2, or it would be day 2. Do you see how that works? So an immediate send is 0. And then 1 day later is 1, and then 2, and then so on. Okay, so we're going to do 0. It's going to be sent out immediately. Here is where you actually create your message. What we're going to do, or choose your message, but what we're going to do is we're actually going to create new email. Going to click on that. And there is, we need to create a message name. And what I'm going to do is do secret affiliate machine, and just do new signups, something like that. Subject line. Now here's what I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna explain that in the very next training after this one, I'm gonna be providing you with 2 resources that are full of email swipes. An email swipe is an already pre-written example of an email for you to be able to use to copy and paste, and then to make it your own and add your personality and add your links to it. So in the next email, I'm going to provide these 2 email swipe files. It's going to be in a PDF format. The first one is going to be in this format. What it does is it gives you a little bit of information, and it's, this is the first email we're going to send out immediately. And then here's the subject line you're going to use. Here's the body. It's going to show you when you should put your URL, your link, and that's going to be email 1. Then here is the next email, and so on and so forth. And then here is another example of a little bit of training. And then you're going to have your email 1, then email 2, and then so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and let's go to email 1, and let's do subject line. Let's do here's your download. We're going to copy it, and then we're going to go over here to here's your download. Okay, and you're gonna now you are gonna need to, whenever you create your account, I didn't really show the process of creating your account, because it's really too simple. I mean, it's going to be very self-explanatory when you do it, but you're going to need to have a from email, and you need to have a professional, and I'm going to add this information to the previous training in the resources below of the previous training, but you need to have a professional email domain name. You should not be using a Gmail address or a free email. You can't really do that. You have to have a professional email, which is basically an email maybe associated with your domain name that we selected when we picked out your custom domain in one of the previous trainings with ClickFunnels. Maybe you can go and create a G Suite account with Google, and you can create, let's say that your URL was NashvilleBarbershops.com, and you could put support. You can create an email, and it's going to be called support@NashvilleBarbershops.com, something like that. But you do have to have a professional email address to be able to send your emails from. So I didn't really go over that in the previous trainings, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back, since I thought about it, and I'm going to put that in the resources below that training for you to go ahead and do that. And I'll provide a link for you to some training on how to create a G Suite account, and you could do it through Namecheap, you could do it through GoDaddy and some other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on next step after you select your from email. And there's going to be a lot of different options here, but really what I want to do is I just want to do start from scratch, because a lot of times if you do a lot of these fancy emails, Google or other platforms will automatically think that it's spam, and they'll just send it to spam. So what I want to do is click on start from scratch, and we're going to do blank template. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to the email swipe that I'm going to provide, and we're going to go to the content, and I'm just going to copy the body of the email. I'm going to copy it. And what I'm going to do is we need to take this text block and bring it over here. And this is a text block. And you could do images, you could do image and text. I mean, there's all kinds. You could do buttons, you can do images, you could do all kinds of stuff. But one tip that I want to give you is the more simple that you create your emails, the more likely they're going to land in the email. And the more likely they're going to get read. If you have a whole bunch of crap, if you have a whole bunch of pictures and stuff flashing at people are going to associate that with spam, and they're just going to delete it. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this text, and we're going to hit paste. And and then we're going to have the email swipe that I gave you. For the purpose of this training, I don't want to sit here and you watch me as I go through and make all of these changes and put spaces and change the words and add all the links. I'm not really going to go through all of that, but I want to give you an example. I mean, obviously, you want to, you want to put, you could put hey there. Or you could put thanks for signing up or something like that. And then, you could put whatever your lead magnet was, or, barbershop voucher, whatever that is. Let's say that it's a Facebook. What we're going to do is, like us on Facebook. What you'll do is you'll hover over this. And then what we're going to do is click on this little button to insert a link, and you'll put your URL to your Facebook business page. And I'm going to go over that later in the training on creating a Facebook business page. But for the purpose of this, I'm just kind of showing you some of the basics. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. What you're going to do is click, and you can actually see on mobile what it looks like. And this is very important. Most people are going to view this on mobile, and you want to see what it's going to look like. But anyway, go ahead and click on next step whenever you're done. And you can actually send yourself a test message to see what it looks like on the previous page. But we're going to go ahead and hit save and publish. And it's done. This is the very first email that's going to go out. Now, if you're looking at the email swipes and you're over here on email 2 and you're ready to go ahead and create that, what you'll do is you'll simply, click on create autoresponder. And then you're going to, day 2, and then we're going to do 2. Or actually, it's day 2, so we're actually going to do on day 1. Because the very first email that goes out is going to be immediately, and 24 hours later is going to be the second email. It's kind of confusing, but you'll get it. You want to make sure and do your email list same time that they sign up, and you're going to go ahead and create your next email. So that is how the process works for creating your email autoresponder. And what I want to do now is I want to show you the process of integrating GetResponse with ClickFunnels. Okay, so now what I want to do is we're going to go inside of our ClickFunnels account. And what you're going to do is you're going to go over to integrations. And to do that, you simply click on your settings tab up here and then click on integrations. You're going to come to a page like this. Now, you could do one or two things. There's probably going to be a GetResponse right here. You can click on that, or you could just click on add new integration. Once you do that, you're going to come to a page like this, and it's going to show all of these different integrations. You're going to find GetResponse, and you're going to click on that. Now what you're going to do is just, this little orange thing is just because I already have GetResponse. Disregard that. For integration nickname, just type GetResponse. It really doesn't matter. The API key is very simple to set up, but below this video, I will include a link to this page that's going to explain the process of how to get your API key. But I'll go ahead and show you how to do that now. We're going to go over here to, let's see here. We're going to go to manage account. And then we're going to go over here to, let's see here. Let's see here. It's been a while since I've done this. Integrations, let's try that. Okay, here it is. So what you do is you actually go over here to the menu and you click on integrations. And then right here on API, your API key is right here. This is your API key. What you do is you just click on the copy button and you go back over here and then you just paste it. Once you do that, type in GetResponse here and then add integration. Okay. So now what we want to do is, go through and create the autoresponder series like I showed you, which is let's see here, autoresponders, which is right here. Create your series. And what you do then is you simply go over to your sales funnel that you've already created. And as an example, this is the sales funnel that I created. We're going to go to edit page. And this part is very, very simple. You're going to go to edit page. This is a sales funnel that I created. Now what I want to do is I want to integrate my email list and my autoresponder with anybody that fills out this form. And I want those automated emails that I created to be automatically sent out. You're simply going to click on settings and you're going to click on integrations. Now what you're going to do is you're going to, right here on integration, you're going to click on get response. On an action, you're simply going to create, you're going to add to campaign. List to add, you're going to select the list that we just created. And then as you can see that the integration has been set up properly. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on save. And that is it. It's very simple and very easy to do. So that is how you create a form, create an email list, create an autoresponder, integrate GetResponse with ClickFunnels, and then integrate your email list and autoresponder with your sales funnel. Now, I know that's a lot. That is a lot of information, but don't worry. All you have to do is just go back and rewatch each section, stop, go and implement and do exactly what I teach you, and then start watching the video, create your email list, stop, go and do it. Watch the part where I go over the autoresponder, stop and go and do it. It really is that simple. In the very next training after this video, you're going to be able to access both of these documents where it's going to be a PDF document. And these are going to be your email swipes that you're going to be able to use. Couple of things. Do not just copy and paste and then have a nice day. Don't do that. I mean, it's going to look kind of ridiculous if you have access URL inside your email, or Facebook URL showing. You don't want that. You want to get rid of that and then just simply hover over it inside of your autoresponder and put that URL to your Facebook page. If you don't have a Twitter account, get rid of it. Okay. But what you're doing is I'm just giving you kind of a model that you can, a kind of a system you can model after. That's why I'm doing this for you. So I can give you an idea of what to put. But ultimately, these emails need to be yours because you know your customers, you know your product, you know your company, and you know your offer. So these emails need to come from you, and it needs to have your personality. So that's going to be at the very next training. And it's not going to be a video. It's just going to be this information for you to use. So what you could do is once you stop this video, you can simply go to the next training and go ahead and download those swipes and then come back here and then go ahead and add whatever emails you want to use. And the next training will be this information. And the following training after that, we're going to go and we're going to test everything and make sure everything is put together properly before we start driving traffic. So go ahead and go to the next training, grab your email swipes, and I'll see you in the next training.